all night.
Alright, so just about 6 months ago, I crashed my brand new MT09SP. Oh, it sucked. I had the bike for just about a month, I believe. I picked it up mid-August, maybe a little bit early August, and just mid-September I crashed it. I had only had it for a month, as I said, but I had ridden it 6,000 kilometers, and that is this much in miles if you're American. I did not ride with my super awesome helmet, which I've also made a video on that you can check out in the link in the description. I did not ride with this helmet and these kind of LED eyes. Okay, great. I'd only had it for a month, but I had already had 6,000 kilometers clocked on the bike. The day that I actually crashed the bike, I think it was around 12, I met up with some friends of mine, and we were going to Rudskogen, which is the biggest track in Norway. We were gonna ride there, and then we were gonna watch some race bikes doing race stuff, cause race bike bro. And as we met up, I realized that my GoPro has not been recording video for the entire day. It has actually been taking pictures. And if you know me, I always record when I'm out riding, because you know, something might happen. I know you could crash, right? And you want to get that on video if you crash. So I not quickly, because I kind of slowed down everybody else because they had to wait for me to actually fix the GoPro, make it record, and then we could ride. That being said, I'm sorry for being slow, but I got a YouTube channel, right? Halfway, just about halfway to the racetrack, I crashed.
All night. Yeah.
Now I gotta be honest with you, I can't really watch that video without feeling just sick and out of it. Even 6 months after, I can't, basically. So it's been kind of hard making this video, but I'm trying right now. Let me just, I've tried to analyze the footage and see what actually happened from what I felt and what I could see happen. So first of all, I did not look through the turn when I was turning. You can't really see that on camera, but I remember that being the case. If you ride a motorcycle, you know, you gotta look through the turn, because where you look, if I'm looking there, I'm going there. And the road was going over there. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. So I was starting to kind of hit the edge of the road. And I also remember something shaking the handlebars for a little second, and I got kind of shooked, kind of scared, to be honest. I had this scared feeling in me, and I was like, I'm not gonna make this turn. You know, if you don't think you're gonna make the turn, you're probably not gonna. And I started looking not where the road was going, but where the ditch was. So off-roading. I don't have an off-road bike. That is a bad idea. Where you look is where you go. And as I started to realize that this is not gonna go my way, I'm going to, you know, I'm gonna go off-road. I mean, I was turning. I pulled in the clutch and I was like, I can handle this. I have seen people keep their bikes upright on grass before. I thought that for a second. I was like, I'm gonna make this. This is gonna make a great story. Just watch me, boys. Watch me. All my friends were behind me. I was like, watch me, boys. And that didn't quite happen. The moment that my tires hit the grass, I was gone, man. I was gone. You know, I can laugh about it now, but just a few months ago, it was hella scary for me even to think about still. But I've kind of over it. I guess this video is kind of therapy for me. I don't know, man. I don't know, I'm just making videos. Now, as I said, I had friends behind me, and they saw that I crashed, so, I mean, they called the ambulance quite fast, and there was also a guy on a Harley, I guess. I think it was a Harley, that stopped and gave them the coordinates to the place where we were, because we were in the middle of nowhere. And I think it took the ambulance like 20 minutes to arrive. So I get rushed to the hospital. I didn't really feel anything other than maybe, you know, when you fall, you're like, ow, ow. But that could have been adrenaline. So I get rushed to the hospital, do all these tests and stuff like that, x-ray and, you know, whatever, all the tests. And then after a few hours of that, I was in the intensive care department before they could review the photos and find out what was wrong with me. We had already established that nothing was broken. But, you know, the real danger isn't really if something is broken, it's if you have internal damage. And I did actually have internal damages. They weren't really, I mean, they were bad. Internal damages is bad. I'm not gonna say it's not. But I was really lucky, because the only thing that happened was that I dented my left lung. I don't know what that looks like. They said I dented the lung. So it hurt to breathe for a week or something. I had a 2nd-degree rupture on my spleen. I mean, I don't know what that means, but... Well, I mean, it's basically a bruise on your spleen, which heals by itself. They told me that if I fall and damage my side again, my left side, my spleen might pop, and that would cause internal bleeding, which is never good. I mean, I got a lot of bruises, but no cuts, no nothing. Just I was wearing full gear. I was wearing a jacket, gloves, pants, shoes, helmet, of course. I was wearing just about anything you could wear, and my god am I grateful for that. I always wear gear. So after, I guess it was 3 days in a hospital, I was allowed to go home. I was, of course, on heavy painkillers and stuff like that. So I got to watch a lot of Netflix. Right, so I almost forgot to tell you about the bike itself. So the bike has been fixed. My insurance company just cashed out everything, my gear and the bike. So that's good news for me. Total cost of repairs was really freaking high. It was like almost $13,000, which is just insane. It was so close to being totaled, but I'm kind of glad it didn't. So yeah, that's the bike. I don't have anything else on that. We will have to see until spring, which is technically now, but it's still snow and icy on the road, so soon I'll be riding the bike again, hopefully. I would also like to thank Rookie MC, Scandi MC, and Chris Hasselberg for, you know, aiding me when I went down, basically. So they were the guys that I was riding with, as you've probably seen in the video already, but I just want to give a quick shout out to them. Check them out on Instagram. Some of them has YouTube channels as well, but you'll find out through the Instagram, so I'll just put the Instagram there. And I also want to thank basically everyone that has been supporting me on social media, even people that I've never met. I just find the support in the biker community just awesome, and it really helped when I was in the hospital and had nothing to do. I just spoke with people, basically. This is me while I'm kind of editing this video right now, but let me pop back to the actual video right now. That is basically my story. I hope it was fine. I mean, I'm not a storyteller, but hopefully it was fine. I'll play the clip at the end of this video as well if you want to see it again, so you don't have to rewind. I mean, you might as well rewind and then just watch the entire video again. I mean, help me out, right? Give me some watch time. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and stay safe. I am definitely going to stay safe next season. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself.
all night and then at night. Oh, yeah.